Welcome. My name is Abigail Grayseal with Grayseal Counseling. I'm so glad that you've decided to try out some meditation today. And perhaps you can find some gratitude for the part of yourself that decided to give you this time to pause. A pause is a gift that we can only give ourselves. Today we're going to practice shifting our focus from an unpleasant sensation in our body to a more pleasant sensation, as a way of teaching our minds that we can expand our experience to encompass a lot of duality rather than getting stuck and kind of overtaken by the part of our emotional experience that feels uncomfortable. We're going to experiment with adding some visuals, but remember that with any visualization, if the images aren't coming or it's hard to choose one, it's okay. Whatever you think of is fine, and if you don't think of anything, that's fine. Let yourself off the hook. Let's not add any pressure or expectation to this experience. And of course, if you ever don't really like where your mind is taking you, or some thoughts or feelings start to come up that are overwhelming, remember that you're in control. And you can always open your eyes, reground yourself in the room, shut the recording off, whatever you want to do. You're the boss. This is your time. So, as we start today, I would like you to find a comfortable position. Maybe you're already in one. And that could be lying down or sitting up. Just finding a resting place for your body, and one that feels fairly grounded. We might not want to be too tangled up. We want to let our muscles and bones find a bit of alignment, a little bit of circulation. Just letting ourselves slow down, allowing yourself to arrive. There might have been a lot of busyness before this moment. Our thoughts might be particularly loud. There might be a lot of chatter. Just let your mind catch up. This is the part of your life that you're living right now. Or maybe your brain wants to race ahead into the future. Maybe you have a to-do list or a lot of pressure on what's coming next. Either way, I'd invite you to kindly and compassionately Guide your thoughts back to where you are right now, in this moment. Let your attention kind of hover over your body. You don't need to notice anything really specific right now. We're just getting a sense of the general quality of how we're doing and what we're bringing into this space. What does it feel like to be here right now in your body? This noticing should feel effortless. Your body knows what to do. All you have to do is notice what's going on. And sometimes when we start noticing what's going on, we can recognize that part of the human experience, part of our experience, is to feel uncomfortable. We can have difficult emotions, unwanted thoughts, painful physical sensations. Sometimes all these things go together. But today, rather than avoid this experience, we're going to spend a little time turning towards it. And I would like you to remember again that you're in control and that this challenge is totally optional. Having said that, let's start by allowing ourselves to notice a sensation in your body that's a bit uncomfortable. This might seem like a strange way to start a meditation, but it's okay. We can tune into this feeling. In fact, we've probably been very tuned into it, but usually we're kind of fighting it and pushing it away. So here we're just trying something different. It could be the sensation that accompanies an uncomfortable emotion, or it could even be something more physical, like some pain or discomfort in your body. It might be both. But no matter what you're noticing, I want to caution you not to get wrapped up in the narrative behind this feeling, into the story behind all the reasons this feeling is bothering you. Today we're just sitting with this sensation. And before we go any further, I would invite you to connect with the fact that this feeling, this sensation, is not bigger than you. Your brain and nervous system and body chemistry created this feeling. So by definition, it can't be bigger than you. All we need to do is make a little space for it. It's here. It's been here. So let's drop the struggle. Let's give it some room. We're going to be using a visualization technique to get more in touch with this feeling. Allowing our imagination to really tune into the different aspects of it, to locate it in our body and approach it with a sense of curiosity rather than hesitation or fear. So if you haven't already, I would like you to locate where this sensation is residing in your body. So for example, if you're having anxiety today, maybe you're feeling that most acutely in your chest or your stomach. Or if you're feeling some irritation today, maybe you're noticing that this feels like pressure around your temples. And these sensations are so different for each person. Sometimes they can be very focused to a specific area. They can be very acute. And sometimes they can be more general and widespread. Maybe you're feeling this sensation in many parts of your body. But once you've located this sensation, we're going to experiment with picking a color and a shape to go along with it. As you lean into this sensation, you might also notice other details. There might be some texture. It could be smooth, or sharp, or rough. The sensation might have weight, could be dense and heavy, or light. It could have a texture. The sensation could have a temperature. Perhaps it's warm or cool or burning or ice cold. The sensation might even have a movement quality. Maybe it's spinning or shaking or rocking. Maybe it's still. Just allowing yourself to notice everything you can about this sensation. If it was something physical, what would it look like? And I want to draw your attention again to the fact that this sensation, no matter how painful, is not bigger than you are. And that you can watch it without being overwhelmed by it. As uncomfortable as this feeling is, it can't hurt you. And it's probably there for a good reason. Maybe you can find some acknowledgement that this feeling is difficult and perhaps very painful to experience. And this recognition could lead to some compassion for yourself as you are experiencing this difficulty. Carrying this sensation is hard, and you've been doing something that's hard. But we're not going to push this difficult feeling away. We're going to let it be here. We're going to honor that it's meant to be here. Even so, we do have a lot of control over what we focus on. So now we're going to practice expanding our focus to include other aspects of our present experience. We are not just this difficult feeling. We are so many different things. So I want you to imagine that you're controlling a spotlight in a theater. And our spotlight has been on our difficult feeling, but now we're going to shift the focus of that spotlight and shift our attention to locate a different sensation in our body. We're going to be using our spotlight to search for a feeling of peace. This feeling could be subtle, especially if our difficult emotion was very acute. Sometimes we have to really search for it. And we might find it in some forgotten places. It might be very small, very quiet. For instance, maybe your hands, maybe the palms of your hands are at rest. Or perhaps the soles of your feet feel grounded. Maybe you can feel the parts of your body that connect with your chair. And you can imagine gravity holding you to the earth. It could be as simple as finding an area of your body that has a good temperature, not too hot or too cold. Or maybe a place on your body that's free of pain. Scan your body to find these places that feel comfortable and grounded. Let yourself choose one that feels safe and at peace. Once you've located this sensation of peace, we can start to repeat our visualization. So if this new sensation had a color, what color would it be? If it had a shape, what shape would it take? Does it have a texture? Does it have a weight or a temperature? Is there any quality of movement to this feeling of peace? Breathe in and let your attention rest on this sensation. And maybe you can even picture this grounded and peaceful feeling slowly spreading into the rest of your body. It could be like a light that grows brighter and brighter, or maybe like water that expands and soothes whatever it touches. And maybe you even picture this peaceful feeling surrounding the part that you identified as uncomfortable today. Maybe you can allow this peaceful part of you to support the part that's hurting right now. There might be a visual you can add to that. Surrounding, cradling, embracing, soothing, softening the part that's in pain, the part that's been hard to hold. Find some compassion for that part. I see you. I feel your pain. Your pain is valid. Your pain is there for a real reason. But I'm here too. Some days when you do this, the uncomfortable sensation may become less intense. But that's not really the focus or the purpose of this meditation. The intention is to allow both parts of ourself, both of these sensations, to coexist. and to notice that we can shift our attention from one to the other, and that even in moments of discomfort, we can also experience comfort. We can find some acceptance for this duality and the fact that these two truths can coexist. And it's okay. And we're okay. So we have taken our stage spotlight from one of our experiences to the other. And now I would like to pull the lights up on the whole stage and pull up the house lights in the whole theater. These sensations we've been spotlighting exist in such a large context. Allow your attention to return to a hover. Noticing how your body is positioned in space. Maybe you can hear some of the sounds around you. Or if you open your eyes, maybe you notice the colors in the room or the quality of light. Notice that you can move your fingers and toes. And if you want, you can stretch or change positions, or take any action that you desire despite your internal experiences. You're in control. You are here in the present moment. And you are okay.